This is Dabu 7. And with the launching of this new FedNow real-time payment system by the United States federal government, this now ushers in the beginning of the beast system that will track your every move for the rest of your days. And if the people do not rise to the occasion like the people of Nigeria did and reject it, it will be hell on earth and hell to pay. All your freedom, privacy gone in the blink of an eye. And now, they have stated that in July, this whole thing begins full scale. And Jerome Powell announcing that they will push out this CBDC, which I have warned you every step of the way, will be the demise of all your freedoms. And they will attack all the other cryptos, as they're doing, and banks, as we've seen. And would you know it? Guess who was able to get out $1 billion out of this rigged game before everything collapsed? Israel. You see, even for some of you out there that don't believe in a God, you need to realize that there's people on this planet that have beliefs, that believe in fulfilling prophecy in certain events to usher in their own wants. You see, so you can ignore this, or you can pay very close attention to what's happening right in front of your face as the beast system is being rolled out in real time after all these years of warning the people and the masses to have a plan to get ready. It seems this will also come with a series of events. This is the year of the polycrisis, and they've warned us about all of these things, cyber attacks, the whole nine. And they're also seemingly trying to run off crypto as they did in all the other countries when they tried to enforce the CBDC. I've covered all this on the live show. If you haven't been paying attention, that's on you. We've covered this every step of the way. Since 2017, I've been warning about this. Put out a video in 2017 warning about this exact situation. I gave you more than 5 years' time to prepare and get ready, while most people just slept on it. Well, now you can hear it from the horse's mouth, from Jerome Powell himself and all the minions of the United States government that have sold you out. They are about to enforce a CBDC, and with it goes all your privacy, all your freedom, the lemonade stand, the yard sale, any of it. Any transfer of money will be tracked by them. Hell on earth, literally. Now, will you rise to the occasion and reject this, like our fellow brothers and sisters in Africa did? Or will you bow down, America? The world is watching. They watched as you bowed down and got everything pushed upon you by this beast thus far, into lockdowns and everything else that came with it. So this is the true litmus test from here. Those that go on to the system, you see. And this system cannot exist digitally without what we've also warned you about, the biometric digital ID system to track your health, your every move, your carbon footprint, your everything. And they will be in control of it. And if you get out of hand one night, they just hit a button and they reduce your earnings. That is where this is going, full scale. All the countries have been pushing this. This is how you know all the world leaders are in bed together. Just as they push the lockdowns the same, they push this the same, the CBDCs, the digital currency, all of them. India, China, Russia, Pakistan, Africa, you name it, Israel, they all have the plan for this. And some of these goons seem to know a lot more than the rest of the people ahead of time. Hence, being able to get out $1 billion out of your banks before the Fed sees it, while no one else gets their money. Sounds pretty criminal to me, and it seems like they're doing these things in the wide open right in front of your face, and they don't seem to care these days, because they don't think anyone is going to do anything to stop them. Well, I pray to the Most High, He brings fire upon these tares, and the fallen, in this whole beast system. So, which way will you have it? Tick-tock. begins.
Hey, I want to say shalom. First thing and foremost, I want to give all praises and glory and honor that's due to Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Rakakwadash. I'd like to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings and salutation to the hopeful elect. New in the gospel, broad lifting up the standard of Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, wherever it may be. It reads here, Sky Dabu 7. I want to title this, they're speaking on a beast system, but what the hell is wrong with you other Israelite groups? Okay. That's pretty much what I want to focus on, because we went into the breakdown of this, of Revelation 13, 16 through 18. There's several breakdowns on it, but, guys in Israel that call themselves prophets of the Lord, they're not teaching it or they're not pushing it. We're the only group really on a whole that's pushing this prophecy, because it's the next major prophecy according, to what's written and according to the state of the world's affairs, the way that the digital payments are being set up, these particular false flags, and, just the account of different elders and apostles speaking on this thing. So it's clearly evident that this is the next step, and they're getting ready to roll this thing out in July of this year. Allegedly, the Fed wants to roll out the real-time payment system, which is going to set up the mark of the beast system. Okay, so the MOTB will be it will be pushed in our lifetime. I can very well say that, unless some miracle happens that they just stop it in mid-process. But we know that's not going to happen, because Bible prophecy doesn't foretell that it's not going to come to pass. But indeed, it will come to pass. So this is looking like this is going to come to pass in our lifetime. And we know that this is one of the next major steps prior to Yahweh Shai coming back, which will lead up to World War III. Now, this guy Dabu made an interesting point. He stated that they're going to push this thing as they did the lockdowns and the CHIP. And I remember Apostle Elder Tahar going into the next Black Swan event, and you can look that up, the Black Swan event, which goes into activities on the planet Earth that's unprecedented, should I say, or more on the lines of unusually or unlikely to happen. Okay, because when you read in the Bible prophecies, those are nothing more but Black Swan events, because they've never happened to this magnitude before. And he made another excellent point. He stated, well, all these leaders are in bed with one another. And it makes sense. Like, you think Putin and Biden really hate each other behind closed doors? No. They're all in cahoots to get the New World Order up and running. Okay. And they're giving you the illusion that that they are at odds, even though the countries, Russia, Ukraine, and America, seems to be at odds. But all wars are bankers' wars. And at the end of the day, the bankers win from this drought, because the bankers, they play both sides of the fence. You got the bankers that's funding the Russian military, and then you got them back in the Western regime as well. Okay, so with that being said, you other groups, you're not reporting on this. Why not? Because, for one thing, either you sold out, okay, you ain't looking forward to the kingdom, you enjoy your life here in America too much, or you don't give a shit. And I know you guys know, because shit, we do a Mark of the Beast video at least twice a week. Out of the whole Great Millstone, you can say about 100 Mark of the Beast videos comes out a week. So there is no excuse as to how you don't know the breakdown. Okay, anything else is just you just plain complacent, and you don't care about the flock, because you don't care to warn them of the coming danger. Okay, so it says Fed announces launch of Fed Now real-time payment system. And you think of real-time or RFID tracking, like he went into the whole year of the poly crisis, which when you go into that world summit that they had back in Davos in Switzerland, when they mentioned the year of the poly crisis, and you look up the word poly, and we're going to get it real quick. Let me pull it up real quick. You look up poly, not ploy, poly. Poly definition in biology. It says the combining form of prefix denoting many multiplicity, as polygon, a figure of many angles. Polyatomic, having many atoms. Polychord, polyconic, which poly means more than one. Okay, so these crises, from cyber attacks to blackouts to rolling grid shutdowns to particular Black Swan events, okay, is going to bring about this system. Somewhere in some form, they're going to bring this system through a form of desperation. Okay, they already have the infrastructure set up. That's why you got the 5G, soon to be 6G. The reason why you got the smart cities, the reason why you got all the smart technology. You know, you got the wireless payments and, Bitcoin, and you got the Google payment, the Apple wallets, and all this other stuff is all employed to get you mentally prepared to accept the MOTB. And this Fed now real time payment system is gonna pretty much put the capstone on a measure, so to speak. So it says the Federal Reserve has announced a timeline for the launch of its long-awaited Fed Now payment service that will let banks offer customers instantly available funds and execute real-time payments, with critics flagging concerning like the lack of cross-border payments processing and raising questions about surveillance. Now, only how they can do that is through digital means. Okay, now it's one thing you can take cash and wire it into somebody's account and it'd be there within a matter of minutes, okay, which is digital payments. They can take the feasible cash and put it on a debit card or whatever, and instantly it's on your card. Like if you have what they call an online banking account and you want to deposit cash into your account, what you would do, you'll go to like a Walmart or a particular place that's compatible with your card, and you tell the teller, like, look, I want to put $250 in my bank account. They'll do it for a small fee, and the funds are usually available within 10 minutes. Okay, but back in the day, it used to take a couple of days, like Western Union and shit like that. Like you could get that money within an hour, but the old measures, it took like 3 to 5 days sometime to even get money, depending on how long or how much or the amount you're transferring over. Now they can just do the shit with the blink of an eye. That's why you have Zelle, why you have Cash App, why you have Vimo. Because with a Zelle account, I can put $144 in somebody's account and instantly it will be in a bank account. Okay, versus like PayPal, it got to go through clearance, it got to go through security encryptions, and the quicker you want the money, the bigger the fee you have to pay. You see, but this is all getting ready to do away with that inconvenience, as they will call it, because like when you go to different gas stations and so forth, you use your debit card, they charge you like a 30% or like a 30-cent fee, 60-cent fee. Like if you put $20 in a tank, you may end up paying $21 because, the merchants that they use to encrypt or to transfer the money digitally, they charge you a fee for it. Okay, and that's a big inconvenience for a lot of people. Shit, a dollar makes a big difference nowadays. People ain't got dollars to just be giving away on nonsense. So, that's a big outcry. But it says the Fed announced on Wednesday that it will begin formal certification participants of the Fed Now system in April in anticipation of a July launch. So this is solidified. So by July, we're going to start to see these systems roll out. And as these systems roll out, you're going to see banks collapse. You're going to see banks go under. You're going to see all these poly crises that's happening up until this point, so they can be justified on rolling out the MOTB. Okay, because it ain't going to just be what take the CHIP. It's going to be behind some state of emergency, whether it's some famine or whether some type of desperation, some pandemic or whatever it may be. It's going to be some type of crisis that's going to scare the people into taking the MOTB out of necessity. Because if they say, well, look, let's put this tracking device in you and let us monitor you, people going to buck up against that. So they ain't going to do it that way. They're going to find a way to scare you into this shit. So that you can have no doubt in your mind, oh, well, I have to take it. Because if not, then I ain't going to eat. Or they going to throw me in prison. To the point it is going to be punishable by death, by jail time, fine, and soon to be by public execution if you don't accept this MOTB. So why in the hell you other groups are not speaking on this? And yet you guys call yourselves Israelites. This guy Dabu is breaking it down. He's bringing it out, man. Which I don't agree with his sentiment that he's been warning people. Look, man, you ain't a prophet, bro. I mean, you made some mention of Bible prophecy, but you ain't going in these scriptures, reading them and breaking them down and going precept upon precept, man. You're taking information that we've brought out and you filtering through your research, which is okay. But give the prophets the real credit, man. Okay? Because we're a credible source when it comes to these things. And you bring out good information as I'm using your resource now. But we brought this out first because we're filtering through the scriptures. And that's what makes the difference. Okay, because a lot of the things you don't understand, you're talking about, oh, well, we need to buck up and rise up against the government so it don't be. No, we want this to come because the sooner it come, the quicker our Lord can come and get us. You see what I'm saying? You guys want to prevent this. We ain't trying to stop shit. I'm with them microchipping motherfuckers, man. I ain't going to take it. Lord's will, the spirit stay on me. But this is for you people, man, because, hey, you people, this is your judgment, man. So, yeah, we with them doing, yeah, go ahead. Shit, do it today. But it says the first announced in 2019, FedNow would allow banks to instantly transfer payments across the financial system. It says as banks and other financial institutions join a program, this would create a growing network of clearing and settlement figures that let businesses and individuals send and receive instant payments at any time of the day. So somebody want to send you some shit at 2:44, 1:44 in the morning, you get it. It says recipients using the system will have full access to funds immediately. I like saying it that way, making it easy to make time-sensitive payments. Some analysts have said FedNow could reduce demands for payday loans because customers who using the system will receive their pay immediately without having to wait for checks to clear. Right, because depending on like if I deposit some of my bank through mobile app, they'll give me the first $265 instantly, but the rest of it takes allegedly 3 to 5 business days to clear throughout the week. But let's just say if I put $1,000 in a bank today, they'll clear like the first 200-300 today, and then maybe the rest of it will be in there by tomorrow, but definitely by Monday the rest of the funds should be deposited. Some banks it takes 5 to 7 days depending on who you bank with, but they want to put an end to that because that's considered inconvenience, and I'm not going to read the whole article. You guys can read it. I'll put the link in the description, Lord, as well I remember. But let's get right to the precepts, man. Revelation 13 and 15, it says, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast. The beast system, this Roman Empire, this system that we're currently in, the last leg of the Roman Empire. It says that the image of the beast shall both speak. The image is everything around us, okay? From the systems to the courts to the philosophies to the infrastructure to the digital means to the smartphone. The image of the beast is everything that we're doing or that we're indulging in lives around this thing, okay? It's everything you see around you from the 5G to the municipalities to these things. That's the image, okay? That's not the MARK, okay? The image is not a white picture of Jesus, man. That's Renaissance imaging. That's Renaissance Christianity. You know what I'm saying? That has nothing to do with it, even though that plays a part in the philosophy of the image of this beast system, but it's not a picture of Caesar, man. That's just all part of the deception, okay? It says the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. Okay. And the ultimate way of worshiping the image is taking that C-hip, because when you take the C-hip, which will be the main proverbial aspect of the image, which is the mark, okay, to prove that you worship the beast system, that's the main culprit. It says, and he calls it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark on their right hands or in their foreheads. Okay, that's that MARK. That's what this FedNow and this CBDC or UBI, that's what it's all going to lead up to. Okay, because the CBDC is not the C-hip, but it's going to go hand in hand with the C-hip. Somehow, some way, they're going to merge it in there. Better believe it's coming, okay, within our lifetimes. I can very well say that since we're going digital. I don't see this thing taking another 50 years to take off. I can see this happening within the next year or so. Okay, possibly this year. By the end of this year, who knows? But I'm thinking next year sometime, hey, they may push that chip on people. It could be very well possible. You know what I'm saying? Because we know Esau is trying to drag his knuckles, but the Most High nah, bro, you gonna have to speed up, bro. Okay. And it says free and bond to receive a mark on their right hands or in their foreheads. And that ain't no fucking philosophy. That's not embargo. That's not sin. That's a physical mark, man. The charagma or the charax, which goes into the etching under the skin, putting something in you. Because when you go through the Shai, Zai, and stigma, man, you got the Xing out the Messiah. You got the actual Staphic or the Greek god Asclepius, which deals with the medical system. Then you got stigma, which means, like, you ever heard the movie Stigmata? Stigma is something physical, man. Okay, like a mark almost. It's something that's physical, that's tangible. So you guys speak, well, that's sin. No, man, you guys never get into how the hell you ain't going to be able to buy and sell with sin. You guys still never broke that down. And we're still waiting on that. Despite that pathetic attempt that nigga Naquam tried to do, that was a 5-hour breakdown of just ranting like emotional females, man. And they say when you lose the battle, you start to resort to a hominem attacks. You start attacking brothers' characters and allegedly what we do. The whole great thing. Get the fuck out of here with that shit, man. The Most High is going to line all you niggas up and destroy you for your slander unless you repent, man. And Naquam, you just a demon. All right? Nate, you a demon. Johanna, you a demon. All you clowns out there, man. But anyway, it says in that no man might buy or sell. Oh, well, that's sin, brother. IUIC, man, you niggas just go to hell, bro. If there is one, since you teach it, fucking go to it. Tired of you purple wearing niggas anyway, man. You ain't the men of the Lord. You're a bunch of scribes and Pharisees. You're wicked Pharisees, man, and a wicked high priest. That's what you are. You come right in a lot of the scribes and Pharisees, man, that came against Yahushua and the 12. The men in the Lord. How y'all gonna call yourself the men in the Lord and y'all don't go into not one prophecy? Y'all teaching Keisha on how to be a righteous woman. Keisha ain't gonna be righteous until she get in the kingdom, man. You got all them fucking them slurs in your congregation and trying to call them Sarah. Them women in your congregation ain't right, man. None of them. Because if they were right, they wouldn't be among your group. Getting passed around like fucking blunts and ciphers, man. All them women in the IUIC ain't nothing but a bunch of fucking groupie whores, man. If the shoe fit, wear it. Now, if you sisters in that congregation are sincere, then I redact on that statement. Those of you that's really sincere, that ain't full of gimmicks. But those of you that's in that shit because it's popular, it stands true to you. I'd be damned if I have my woman in some group watching another nigga rap and riding his dick while I'm in the audience looking simple. Hell nah, man. I'll grab her ass up about fucking here and drag out that fucking bill. We going home. Only applauding that only applauding my woman is gonna do is for me, man, and for Yahweh shot when he comes back. She ain't giving no other nigga no preeminence, man. Oh, he's a good. Oh man, that nigga spit. I wish she would come to me talking about how good another nigga did. I'll leave her ass in the fucking dirt, man. Unlike you simps, watching your women rap and hop on other niggas' tips. That's madness, man. But you nigga, you a bunch of simps any goddamn way. You're Americanized Israelites. You ain't no real. You don't have a real Eastern or Mediterranean mindset. You don't have a ruling class mentality. Your whole thing is to stay in Babylon and set up the kingdom here. You niggas ain't trying to preach Christ, who's the King Christ. Nigga, fuck y'all niggas, man. And straight up, man, I'm getting mad. And I don't even want to get on that tip with you cats, man. But you guys, you better repent or the Most High is going to destroy you, man. Cut that fucking doctrine out and change yourself. Because the Most High is going to break that IUIC shit up real soon. And a lot of you clowns in that group, you're going to come looking for answers with the men of the Great Millstone. And we're going to tell you to go fuck yourself if the spirit is on us. And brothers know how I get down and when it comes to being austere, man. Hey, you niggas in Kansas City IUIC, if you don't come out there, but don't fucking come up to my camp, man. We don't want nothing to do with you. Now, you want to call that hate, then so fucking be it, man. That's love. That's the stern rebuke. Get your fucking minds in order and repent, man. Then maybe the spirit of the Lord to deal with you. Because there is exception to the rule. I will say that. You bunch of fucking reprobates, man. Anyway, Salakia. Had to get that out. Because I'm tired of them niggas. I'm tired of them. I'm tired of Sakari. I'm tired of fucking Naquan. All you guys, man, that's teaching false doctrine, man, you gotta get moved out the way. All right? And it says, here's wisdom, let him that have understanding count the number of the beast. For it is the number of a man, and his number is 636. And we went into that before. Okay? We went into it several times. We ain't gotta break the shit down no more. It's ABC. All right, one last precept here. This is the book of Isaiah 56, and I'm gonna start at verses. Let's start at verses 10. Matter of fact, let's start at 10. It says, his watchmen are blind, and they are all ignorant. They're all dumb dogs that cannot bark, sleeping, lying down, loving to slumber. You sleep. Scriptures refer to you as dumb dogs, man. Okay, why they refer to you as dogs? Because a dog is a creature of protection. It alerts you. When a dog barks, that's what it's supposed to do because it warns you of the impending danger. That's what he do. Somebody wants to break in your crib. What the fuck is the point of having a dog that don't bark? What I'm going to do with it? I need the dog to let me know when things are bad. Okay, the dog is barking. That means somebody is fucking around in the yard that shouldn't be there. Common sense, right? You guys are dogs and you ain't barking. Who's the King Christ? You want to do these stupid ass marches and try to big yourselves up like you're somebody special when you're nobodies, man. Simple-minded Jake. Well, why would we teach the name of the Lord and we ain't speaking Hebrew? Motherfucker, did we say you had to teach? Did we say you had to learn Hebrew fluently? We just said teach the name of the Lord, man. When it's time to call on the name of the Lord, they call on Christ. Then what? What's going to happen? They're going to get destroyed. Check your leadership, man. You need to really check your leadership. That's where the problem is at. You younger guys, you just follow the leader. You the monkey see, monkey do. Check your leadership and ask them why they pose like a bunch of damn Masons, man. Why they garbs are like that. Do the research on your group. And you're going to come back with some very notable surprises, man, because we've been telling you that the leadership of that group has sold out a long time ago. They sold you Jakes out. But of course you won't believe that because, oh, GMS, y'all a bunch of haters and bums. Okay. Anyway, let me chill out on that. Yea, there are greedy dogs which can never have enough. They are the shepherds that cannot understand you. Oh well, we don't go into the market. Oh, it's Christianity, it's embargo, whatever. There are shepherds that cannot understand, and they look to their own way. Everyone for his gain from his quarter. And that's the point, man. Come ye, say they, I will fetch wine, which is the philosophies, and we will fill ourselves with strong drink, and tomorrow should be as this day, and much more abundant. Like these simple ass Negroes had a 90s day party. What fucking Israelite church does that? Have a 90s day party. Oh yeah, we gonna have a. This ain't no fucking This is an organization, but it ain't nothing that's structured under governments, man. That's shit they do in church. And if you and your woman want to go out and dress up like Bart Simpson and Lisa Simpson, or you want to be in the 90s, be my guest, okay? I'm not against any of that, whatever. But for an Israelite congregation to hold something like that, to make it ease, man, nah, that we ain't doing. Man, what camp? And Great Millstone say, hey, D-Mash, just all leak up and let's all dress like Kid and Play, Hell no, we ain't with the gimmicks, man. Now, if you want to do that on your own time, that's your business, that's your prerogative. Your right is your right, whatever. But a group, an Israelite school that's supposed to follow the Eastern way of Yahushua is in that spirit. And that's why these guys don't take anything serious. This is why they don't see the world as fucked up or from a spiritual lens, because they're engaging in that folly, man, like we're reading. And then they posting this shit, man. It's stupid, bro. But anyway, man, I'm going to end it there, giving all praises and glory and honor that's due to Yahweh Bashim and Hawashai. And with that, shalom and a baba. Shalom.